legit wonderful.
Yes.
Enjoy yourself.
Don't enjoy yourself. You're only allowing these people to just make more of this with this secret Saiyan who's stronger than freaking SS Blue Vegito.
Cool.
And he's just in the shadows and never mentioned and in his secret prison.
Cool. Cool.
This is what we're getting.
Yep. But people recognize it's a fun joke fluff. Who gives a shit? As opposed to, here's Jiren, the greatest villain I've ever seen.
But he is, though.
Cool. Yep. Get in there.
That sounds like a very similar to reaction that you just had about Dragon Ball Heroes, though, so I'm confused.
No. I was talking, DA showed me another Heroes thing, and I'm just like, cool. No. Super is trash.
There's the tenors of BG's cools that you have to like really listen for the subtlety. Cool is like, yeah, he's okay with it. Cool is he's pissed off at it.
Be in there. Trunks and Vegeta's fuse. Cool. Get in there.
Jiren?
Yep.
No. Anything Jiren is like, nah. My girl Belle took me straight to the top.
Why am I not surprised, Belle?
They weren't ready for it.
You almost lost to a Ganon.
You don't. That's the story of my life.
You're almost losing to a Ganon?
Almost losing the Ganon. Because no matter who you are, you're always one hit away from almost losing to a Ganon. It's not fair.
Is Ganon really?
I'm just imagining like just milestone moments of your life, like graduating high school. You almost failed. It's just your teacher stamping an F on your paper. Doria!
Go to your job interview for your current job, and he's just waiting there behind the door, charging the kick, just waiting.
All right, let me open this door to the workshop. No! Pokemon had another little trailer thing. Showed off some new Dynamax forms, which are like the giant forms. Charizard looks fucking
So dumb.
I'm so
I
tired
hate
of
all
Pokemon.
of it. How y'all hitting 1,000 with all the humans and the Pokemon are just stinking up the joint. That coffin looks so dumb.
I like Dynamax Charizard. He looks pretty fucking
They
sick.
keep willing out Charizard.
And I'm okay with that.
I'm sick of it. Blastoise and Venusaur gets no kind of love. Char is always Charizard, and I'm sick of it.
It's because Charizard, man.
Yeah. Charizard the best.
He's not the best.
He is the best.
Charizard the best.
He's not.
But
He is.
So they showed off a bunch of different Dynamax forms, and they have ones for the Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And I just love the fact that Let's Go Pikachu's Dynamax form is just original fat Pikachu.
Seriously,
It's all
amazing.
it is.
Can we talk about Meowths, though?
I hate it. It looks so stupid.
Long cat.
I hate it.
Very long cat.
Yeah.
Like, Pikachu's like, oh, okay, that's a cute callback. Meowth. Wait, guys, what the fuck?
That's the, that was the drugs finally kicking in. Like, they had some good designs, and then, like, at the peak of the creative portion of their high, they made Sirfetch'd, who's amazing. And then then they lost the buzz, and Dynamax Meowth came out of it. Robert Downey Jr.'s Doolittle.
Oh, did you
The
see
accent
the
accent is the thing.
Uh-huh.
Reddit, the Reddit stuff?
No.
Wait, what?
The Reddit stuff surrounding Doolittle. There was a dude that was working on a production company, and he just started releasing information. So the director was a piece of that clearly was out of his league and did not know what he was doing and micromanaging everything. So they would be shooting for the day, and the people would go, so where are the animals going to be placed? Because we need to know where Downey's going to be standing so we can place the animals there in post. And he goes, we'll figure it out. Just get this shot of shooting.
Hmm.
And there's like 5 stories of that.
Interesting.
We'll feel it out. Great.
The dude ended it with, I don't know who the production company is that they brought in, but if they can make it even watchable, they all deserve a raise. So he's thinking this is gonna be a dumpster fire.
Interesting.
I'd believe it, which would be very sad for Downey. I feel like he'd just kind of be annoyed.
Who cares? He doesn't care.
Oh, he doesn't.
Need it. This dude is doing. This is a passion project out there.
Yeah.
He's just like, whatever, friggin' dog movie, polar bear, let's rock it.
Yeah,
He don't need this.
He's set for life.
Oh yeah, he's done. He's 100% done.
If they just go, this guy's eating 5 devil fruits, nobody wants to see that. Because it's such a
you
drop
say
from
that.
the Oda quality.
You say that.
You say that, BG. We got Jinbei fans out there.
You have
Pumping
Jinbei
they fist.
stands out there. People who stand
Everybody
Jinbei.
wants to see SS5 Goku.
Everybody's waiting for that next one.
I think people just want Super Saiyan 4 back.
Oh, definitely. It's the best form. It's the best form.
It's the best form.
On that note, you guys just put out the first episode of a new Revisited.
Oh, it was so fun. It
Was it,
wasn't
DA?
fun at all.
Was it?
I got so angry, and I'm like, I hate feeling this way. And then I just got drained of energy. I'm like, well, at least I know that I'm not a murderer or anything. It's like, all right, take me in, officer. I did it. Because I just got drained for like 5 minutes. I'm like, I gotta keep the energy up, and I'm just like, oh, BG, go on a huge rant. And BG's like, well, that sucks. Pause, look at me. I'm like, I'm done.
Oh no.
Take the ball, BG.
Oh no. No, sir.
You
Because
dribbling the rest of this shot clock out, my friend.
The issue with that was you went 4.5 minutes. We played about 20 seconds. I went for maybe 40 seconds, and then you jumped right back in. So I'm like, oh, he's got more in him. And then for the beginning of part 2, you go on another rant.
Oh.
And then you just, for like 5 minutes, go, yeah, I don't know. And I'm like, oh, he threw.
Oh, he used it all up. He got nothing left.
He threw it all at
I'm
the
not
spirit
an
bomb and still
I'm
had
not an
14 more
angry
episodes to
person.
go.
But this dude was talking all this hot nonsense.
Yeah, it was terrible.
And I just exploded like 3 times. And then I just went, and it wasn't like fun. Genlock sucks. Oh my goodness. This was like, dude, you're doing stuff that legitimately pisses me off.
He was so mad.
Did y'all see that updated Sonic?
Yes.
I was gonna get to that after this.
Okay.
We stand with movies.
Alright. Yes. He looks so much better.
Look good.
Oh, what
It
happened,
looked
BA?
big good.
You were the one talking
No,
about.
no. I said it looked fine. Now
Uh-huh.
I'm saying it looks good.
Bruh.
I never said that looked good.
Bruh.
I was on the fine train.
That train was a crashing. Because he wasn't fine.
Yeah.
He wasn't okay.
We still doing this.
He wasn't a 5.56.
We still doing
He was a 2.
Yes.
That is
That looks so much
very
better.
correct.
Yeah,
It looks so much better.
I said there was always room for improvement.
You're
That I always said.
There was
that.
only room for improvement.
Dude,
That was a lead titanium inlaid fucking ground you had to dig to get worse.
It wasn't going to be worse, kid.
Google was saying how their technology is going to be so advanced that they're going to have something called negative latency, which doesn't fucking exist.
Mm-hmm.
Latency, by its very definition, is delay. You can't go negative with delay. It's no longer latency at that point. And at that point, too, what they're saying is the game is going to play itself. So, BG, if you for some reason decided to get Stadia and got Mortal Kombat for it and wanted to be the best online at Google Stadia Mortal Kombat, your inputs will be predicted. How does that make you feel?
It ain't gonna happen, so who cares?
Oh no, I think that technology could feasibly happen. I just think it's stupid.
I don't think it could, because I feel like
it's not going to be stupid accurate, but based upon how you're playing the game, trends of how you play certain things, and it gathering information, I can totally see an algorithm guessing what you're going to press, and I would assume there's probably contingencies where to do one or two inputs or one and two commands. Say if you're pressing a bunch of buttons and then stopped, it would do three more things and then stop when it realized, oh, you're not sending shit in, you're not inputting stuff anymore.
Yeah, no, that's not.
I just don't think it's. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 187.
It's gonna be ReZero, isn't it?
What? Yeah, more than likely, yeah.
Dude, there's so much to talk about with ReZero. So many people that are like, this is amazing, and I want to go. I saw it on Twitter today when you pick Ram over Ron, and I'm like, you're picking a show. How about that?
So on the topic of you guys were mentioning Revisited, you guys just ended a journey.
Dude, collectively it has to be about 13 and a half hours.
Roughly.
Ridiculous.
So
who was that?
All I'll say for the most part is go to the channel A List Exists and go watch the Persona 5 Style Over Substance videos.
And just go sort of skip 5 through 7 because we just start melting.
Dude, the energy was just it's literally a balloon deflating. It's not floating no more. We got to put more air into it.
Once it got to that halfway point, though, where you guys kind of got the manga common recommendation, he was watching every episode. I have the A List Exists is underneath the 2200 account, the email. And so any comment or subscription, I get an email about. For a week. Emails, comments, replies, subscription, comments. I'm like, oh boy. This is the one. This is the one where they pop off.
And what a one to pop off on.
Yeah.
He's an idiot. Fit is an idiot.
Is a liar and a darn fool.
I wouldn't care if your video was bad, but you're lying. Don't be a liar.
Mm-hmm. The Futaba section pissed me off. It's my second.
Dude.
It's my second favorite palace in the entire damn game.
You heard me just going off on this dude. I'm right there with you, Mike.
Yeah.
I could not take it.
So yeah, Go watch that. The other thing is
F in the chat, boys.
my F was there. I was in there.
Oh yeah, I saw.
What
a fun final in premiere for it.
The other thing, since we're just talking about things, which is mostly just oh no, actually there's 2 more things. One on the note of Persona 5 released the because reasons that DA and I did for Persona 5 Royal. That is on this channel. Well, the YouTube channel for 2200 Productions. And then you guys started your other podcast.
Oh, ain't no break. Well, technically my podcast.
I'm sorry.
I mean, podcast. DA is a large portion of basically everything I do. And the only thing is, Ain't No Break is strictly me hosting and him telling stories when he needs to, but it's also other people telling stories. He's not going to be on all the time. It's me.
But yeah, you guys kind of set Mount Everest, though, that first episode.
It was a rough one.
Dude, I go back and I just pick and choose moments and I laugh so hard.
I was listening back. I was like, yeah, this is a good podcast. Was it worth it?
Manager. Where's your manager? Can I get less chicken? Well, there's a simple solution. If you would just take the chicken out.
My food is too hot.
Yeah.
Well, there's a solution coming.
Whether you want it to or not. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I have.
He pulls out a scale.
Slaps that mug on the counter.
I've accumulated a few stories. I made a list of stories.
Same thing BA did.
Retail, like my retail jobs, and from my one food job. One might hold a tiny candle. A tiny.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it all.
So yeah, I will. Whenever we can make time, I definitely would like to hop on there for a quick little episode.
And I want one with Kelly as well, since she was on the service industry phone boy.
Better, she was part of the BBB. Better Business Bureau.
Yeah, that should be you and her.
Yeah,
doing phone stuff.
Because there's some customer over the phone garbage that I need to talk about.
I think really Mike and Ralph should be on one because it's retail stuff.
Yeah, her entire job was just getting berated for being a human being.
Oh yeah, she's definitely in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, some of the stories that she told us in text threads, very worthy. So yeah, bunch of nice little audio tips. When is the Genlock episode because reasons coming out?
That is going up right after the next revisited part we do.
Okay.
Because I want to stick things in between revisited parts as opposed to things in between revisited.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to go up. That's going to be strictly audio. That one's going to be audio. And then later on, I'm going to do a video one of it. I think I'm going to do that for everything. Just strictly audio and then a more condensed video type of it.
Okay.
That way, if people want to hear the whole thing, you can listen to the audio. Or if you want to listen to a more edited, structured one, you can watch the video.
Because I went back and re-listened to my little audio snippet version that I have of that podcast, and
it's a good one.
It is. There's so many good moments.
Dude, there are so many things we do that I absolutely love. I, to this day, will defend that in, what's that detective game we played?
Hidden Agenda?
Hidden Agenda. I will defend Hidden Agenda to my dying breath. Anybody watch this? Love it.
I wish we would have recorded Cats. That was fun.
Cats was ridiculous. That's why I want to do Bad Movie Day. I want to record these reactions because
then again. So.
Yeah, there's copyright problems with that.
Oh, I have no problem with that. I'm recording Bad Movie Day.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm gonna find a way to make that thing work.
So yes, bunch of things that we're doing right now. As I slowly but surely get my shit set up here, and just things kind of calm down. Maybe, potentially start streaming again. I enjoy it. I just am never in the mood. Which is definitely like you need to be on for that kind of stuff. All right, so bunch of random different things that happened over the last 2 weeks. As always, the nice little bi-weekly reminder that Black Lives Matters and wear a mask. Or social...
Wear a f***ing mask.
Or
A cruise ship just went and a bunch of people are getting infected because they were on a cruise ship.
They opened cruise ships back up?
One of the first ones that did it. 4 employees already in the hospital.
Freaking like half of a baseball team. I forget which one.
The Mariners, I think it is.
Yes, they got infected.
And 2 Philly personnel that was also they were playing against. So who knows?
I will say one of the more hilarious things to come out of quarantine baseball is when the general manager comes out to complain to the umpire. Both of them have to walk up and like fumble to put on their masks and then stand 6 feet from each other and kick sand at each other.
There's nothing better than having a fumble to do something because it kind of diffuses your anger.
Oh, yes,
it makes it look way wackier.
Yeah. And trust me, it did.
I like the audience of sports games that are just like cardboard cutouts and stuffed animals.
Oh, they're doing a Unreal Engine video game audiences. I love those.
Fantastic.
Too. The
it's
Cleveland
great.
Indians like Facebook or Twitter were just like, all right, guys, we need to have a serious discussion that audiences shouldn't be touching the players while they're on the field. And it was one of the players walking back to the dugout, and he just like walks behind the CG, like Unreal Engine 4 crowd. They're just like they're just plastered over whatever the screen is, so they just like phase above him.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah, it isn't even newest Unreal Engine. They are like circa mid, like early 2000s Xbox, PlayStation 2 graphics. Dude,
fun with it.
So a bunch of different small articles, and then there was the Xbox showcase, which we will get into. So as far as little things, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 has a official release date.
Yeah, okay.
048. It's 22. So
that means nothing. That means nothing.
I will say, as far as most movie dates that I've seen recently, that is a fairly conservative and potentially reachable movie date.
I totally think people would be cool with going back to the movies by then.
Absolutely. But you still got to shoot either this year or next year, which is a problem. You have to animate this year or next year, which is a problem. Because we're not done before spring of next year unless there's a vaccine.
Or unless the government just sits down and pays people to stay home for like 3 months. But that ain't happening.
Even if they did, people would still be like, I'm too bored. We got to go do something.
Yeah, the other half of that is enforcing, which no one's doing. Brie Larson, who has already reportedly said that if Nintendo ever made a movie, she would want to play Samus, has again stated, yo, Nintendo, I want to play Samus.
She also got a lot of crap from gamer people because she was super enthused about her Switch, and somebody that she knew had a Switch, and she was like, hey, here's my Switch. And she was super happy about it because she's actually a nerd. And people were like, no, this is no. Yeah, so insecure pieces of
she's fucking awesome. A trailer for the new Bill and Ted trailer, or new Bill and Ted movie, which the best way I can describe, at least, because I never watched the original Bill and Ted movies. How this movie looks and this is actually a compliment, is that it looks like Dumb and Dumber 2, but actually good.
That is Dumb and Dumber 2 is one that I'm just like, all right, leave the past alone.
Yeah, just don't tarnish my memory. I'm good.
That movie exists, and I do not need to see 2.
I mean, from what I've read about Dumb and Dumber 2, it's literally the same damn movie. Except that Lloyd is perving on... Is it Harry? I think it's Harry and Lloyd, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's Harry's daughter that he didn't know that he had, and Lloyd is trying to get in her pants now instead of the chick from the first movie.
It sounds awful.
Yeah. Let's see.
I concur.
Yeah. I've never watched it. Let's hold on. I'm pretty sure Rotten Tomatoes and everywhere else shares this.
Oh, I have no doubt it has been hugely panned.
30% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Whoa, that's way higher than I thought.
Yeah, actually, I agree.
I thought it was gonna get I Frankenstein numbers.
Ooh.
Just as a reminder, what was that?
Let's see. All right. Not it.
5%.
There we go.
That's a low number. That number's not high at all.
5%.
It's hard to aspire to such greatness of terribleness, you know?
And this one doesn't even seem positive. There are numerous incidental pleasures throughout. That's a positive.
Incidental pleasures?
Yeah, which means it's so bad that it's funny sometimes.
Again, like I left one comment where it's just like disingenuous piece of crap, where it's like you think about this statement and like, what does that mean? like what? Incidental moments of pleasure. But yeah, as far as Bill and Ted, it actually looked kind of funny. But I don't have that connection that a lot of people do.
Yeah.
To the franchise. And I mean too, with freaking Keanu Reeves being on such a peak as far as his fame and just people loving him at the moment right now. It's bound to do well. A indie developer is decided to take it upon themselves to make a sequel to Jet Set Radio called Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Looks just like Jet Set Radio. I mean, it's basically
we need more spiritual successors.
Mighty Number 9.
We need more good spiritual successors.
There you go.
I don't know what happened there. That was a failure of epic proportions.
I mean, that was the creator of Mega Man too, so that was
everybody had the faith, the hope.
Mm-hmm. Instead, they got pizza fire. But yeah, like as far as the other side of that coin, Stardew Valley was the Harvest Moon game that everyone had been waiting for, and one dude just decided, "Fuck it, I'm gonna make this game."
It's so surprising how companies do not see that people want these things.
Yeah. It's definitely because like the Harvest Moon thing, it was a passion project. So the guy basically made it not expecting any money and just did it just for the love of making the game, and it ended up making a fucking boatload of money. Versus a company that's just like, here is X amount of risk and numbers and all that
figures.
Jargon. Yes, exactly. And that's the thing too. It's like, since it was a passion project, like this guy put legitimate love and care into the game versus a company where it's just like, cut these corners. Does it have
Hey, company.
microtransactions? Put in microtransactions.
And now EA might buy WB Games.
Oh, I just saw that. I thought isn't Microsoft in the bidding too?
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of people.
Yep. Yeah, terrible.
Because yeah, well, you have converters and stuff. Well, maybe for the
No,
new
I don't care.
Xboxes.
Terrible. Nope, I don't care. Terrible.
I was just saying you don't like playing on Xbox controllers.
Oh yeah, they're in. But yeah, I've always had converters for Xbox controllers. Since I think 2013, I'm just like, if I gotta play on Xbox, gotta get a converter.
Mm-hmm. Persona 5 Scramble has been announced, coming to the West officially. ...
Whatever. That's all it is. It's like, it's coming. Don't worry about it. I'm like, how about a win? How about a win, please? Not even like, oh, it's coming in December. Just give me like a time frame. Spring, winter.
Well,
fall.
it was in like a board meeting, so they probably haven't even recorded a single line of English
Which is
yet.
trash.
You would think they would start earlier.
Well, they were gauging interest still.
No, that's dumb. It's Persona. Of course, people want to. Here's what you do: you bring it over here. You don't dub it. You just subtitle it and then pack in a dub. Cause it's so.
But that it's a big game.
Okay, but it's so ridiculous that before you gotta gauge interest on a Persona thing before you even decide whether to bring it to the West and or dub it.
Dude, they didn't dub My Hero out the gate.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Come on now. And that's what,
but at least
an intro and outro, a story. That's what, maybe a gig of audio.
But
combined?
at the same time, that's one of those arena fighters, and it's just like, yeah, that's arena fighter. People are gonna buy it. Just like a freaking, I know they can't really do it, but Jump Force is just like, it's an arena fighter, whatever. I can at least see that.
But yes, 'tis coming. This bit is purely for me and Versus. There was some concept art or art for some merchandise for Godzilla v King Kong. Me and him both separately freaked out. Moving on. Korra is coming to Netflix, which at this point was expected, considering everybody was flipping their shit for Last Airbender on Netflix.
For what though?
What do you mean?
Why were they flipping out for Last Airbender on Netflix?
Because it's available now. It's
easily accessible.
Pop it on, boom, boom.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what it's all about, kid.
Bunch of people. It was easily accessible and easily shareable. So people that had never seen the show before, they were able to have it either watch it for the first time, or people that love the show were sharing it with people on Netflix.
Plus bingeable and everything.
Yes. Super.
But yeah, it sparked that debate of Korra versus Aang on Twitter again, and I was just like, yep, we back here.
And I mean, a lot of this is just lead up for their live action series that's going to be coming up.
That's probably going to be down the pipeline for you, BG, Korra, because season 3 is fire, flames, fire.
Did you watch The Last Airbender, BG?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't like it.
Yeah,
this was back
them.
This is back when we had the forum. I had a whole thread on why it's not good.
Oh my god. I had forgotten about that forum.
Mm-hmm. I remember
forums.
So many things. So many things.
What
people were legit. I'll point something out, and people were legit like, "Oh yeah, that did. How do you?"
Yeah. Da, would you be interested in a because reasons for Avatar?
The whole series, or just Korra, just Airbender, part 1 Airbender, part 2 Korra?
Yes. I wouldn't.
I would.
I wouldn't want to do it episode by episode, like kind of like we've been doing the
Yeah.
previous ones. Just like basically general topics of like, you know, what were some cool stuff that we liked in book 1, book 2, book 3, yada yada.
Yeah. I would need to bone up on it a little bit because right now it's just like I got the main points in my head, and
Okay.
I would need the connecting tissue.
Yeah, I just got finally in the mail the Kyoshi book. I'm gonna be reading that. So I ran out of Avatar stuff. Just like
Don't shrug at Avatar Kyoshi, you piece of garbage.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I was shrugging at this.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say because you don't.
I phased out of y'all conversation because I got no part of it, other than it trash. And let me explain to you why it trash.
It not trash.
So I'm gonna take a back seat. I'm gonna take a back seat while y'all sit there and blow the show.
There we go. Next revisited. Find one positive Avatar video and one negative Avatar video and fight each other.
Probably be really easy, actually.
Let's see what we got.
By the way, it's been 20 minutes.
Oh, it's been past 20 minutes, kid. We hitting a 30 ball.
Yeah, I know. I was just saying.
For what?
Just saying.
Oh, you're not on the Discord where Ralph was like, "Go ahead, start without me. Let me just eat for 20 minutes max." 30 minutes later, nom nom nom.
I see. And Amber mocking as appropriately she should be.
we all knew. We all just knew.
Yeah. On the Netflix boat, The Witcher got announced getting a prequel Netflix series, which sure, whatever.
Also on the Netflix boat, I have been getting heck of people into One Piece.
Oh yeah. My roommate has been binging it, which I feel like even binging One Piece, you're still gonna be. It's gonna take a year.
It's gonna take you a long. See, this is the thing. People are like, it's too long, and then I'll go, well, nobody's asking you to watch all episodes day one. Watch what you want. If you like it, watch a couple episodes. Watch a couple episodes here and there. You'll be far along before you even know it. Mm-hmm. Instead of your 5th viewing of ReZero or whatever the piss you're watching, ReZero is so awful.
It's really bad.
I really wish you wouldn't have even told me to watch that. Because now it's just in me.
Ew.
Yeah, I know, right? It totally just took me.
Let's see here. We have the Ubisoft director, or a director at Ubisoft, basically came out and with corroborating statements from other employees and former employees that the reason that they've never really had female protagonists in any of their games until recently was they had just this corporate mindset of women don't sell.
Which is also stupid considering all the women that have sold.
Yeah. Horizon Zero Dawn, Last of Us, Lara Croft, Metroid. We could keep going. But yeah, like apparently for Origin, Assassin's Creed Origin, the female character who was basically like in that game the founder of the Assassin Order was supposed to be the playable character, and she wasn't because she's a woman. And apparently they had to really, really, really fight for having for the option of playing a female character in Odyssey.
Oh yeah, and she was originally supposed to be the main character in Odyssey.
No. You're thinking Origin.
No, I'm thinking Odyssey.
No, it was Origin. Trust me. She was originally supposed to, like, the founder of the Assassin's Order, which is in Origin, was supposed to be the playable character and the main character, and then they said, nah, Mando. And you
Is that the one that has the 2 protagonists?
No.
No. The in Odyssey, it was supposed to be the main character as well. That's why the female main character has so much more of a story than the male one. Because she was supposed to be the only one. I think they did it twice.
Potentially. But yeah.
What a she.
Yeah. So yeah.
Renji.
What?
Oh. BG dug up the old forums, and for thread locked is Renji a Bardai. Which we know how I feel about that, gentlemen.
Oh yeah, like we had the different anime things. New, I believe, was Goku, right?
Old was Goku, new was Naruto, locked was Renji.
Okay, you know what?
That's on me.
No. This was my teenage mindset when I fucking made these forums. Was Dragon Ball Z was old, so that's why Goku is the old, and Naruto is new, so that's why he's the new.
My goodness.
Okay, but what Renji?
I don't know. I needed another character.
What a bum.
You couldn't even pick Ichigo. You picked Renji. Probably because red and red.
Probably.
What a bum. What a bum.
I think I did have somebody, like, someone on the forum was the one who made the icons, but I definitely remember being like, Dragon Ball needs to be old and Naruto needs to be new. I remember that.
What like, a bum.
Speaking of bums, this has been being reported on for a little while now, but there was a hearing in Congress for this, in the House specifically. The U.S. military has been tricking people on Twitch to enter, like, contests and stuff. However, the information that they are giving is to enlist into the United States Army. Without them
nothing
even knowing.
Legal about that.
Apparently not.
Yeah. Which AOC tried to introduce legislation to say the military can't fucking do this. But the problem is that the majority of the House is technically illiterate. So they're like, what's Twitch? It's like, oh.
And she had to explain it to them.
Mm-hmm.
And they just went, oh, that's not a problem.
Yep. So that's the thing. On the Twitch news, the rapper Logic decided to quit music after his newest album and go to Twitch. Citing the reasons was he was getting harassed, which
that's where you want to go to.
That's
Twitch.
Literally my.
And what's sad is his newest album is fire. I'm not even the biggest Logic fan. Like, I've liked Flexecution like 2 of his songs, 3 maybe. And it's just like, this new album is really, really good. And if you were doing stuff like this the whole time. See, the problem with Logic is he wanted to be like this artist. He wanted to create these stories and all this overarching plot and all this nonsense instead of just rapping. And now he's just rapping on this album. It's like, okay, do this and people will like it. And a lot of people like this album because he's just rapping instead of trying to create these corny stories. This was a really good album, and it's a good album to go out on. But yeah, if you're trying to, he seems like the type of person that takes everything to heart. So if somebody's like, Logic, yo, this album trash, he's like, oh no, and just tries to like shut it out of his mind and push it over to the side. And now he's going to Twitch. What are you doing?
Which,
it's gonna be worse because they're gonna be live critiquing you.
Yeah, like, you can hide some of it by like doing subscriber only chats where people have to pay in order to berate you.
People will pay to hate.
Yeah, but I'm saying people are still gonna do it. But yeah, The internet is just not a great place to try and voice.
You could have stopped at the internet is not a great place.
I could have.
Yeah, that could have been beginning and end of statement.
20 minutes max, huh?
40 minutes later.
More things went wrong than I would like to admit.
Okay.
I'm not having it.
I get it. Diarrhea.
No, that was yesterday.
What are you doing?
I just
I
have
got
no luck
diarrhea.
right
You
now,
can't help it. I mean,
You can't help it by not eating certain things.
No,
I had
sometimes
a
you just get
normal meal,
diarrhea.
I had a normal. The problem is I just didn't sleep.
Yeah, sometimes
Sleep deprivation equals diarrhea?
Yeah, for me, yeah.
What is wrong with your body?
A lot. You should understand this.
No. I understand there's a lot wrong with your body, but what correlates in 3 hours of sleep equals explosive doo-doo
0.
out your butt?
0.
Say anything about explosive?
It's probably all the coffee or whatever you're using to stay up there.
1 coffee.
1 coffee is all it takes, especially if you're not used to coffee.
I drink usually 2 cups a day.
That's probably not good either for the
That's definitely
Constitution.
not good.
Yeah.
Don't it like we don't like. You know what? It's your diarrhea.
This is accurate. It is indeed mine.
Just
Boy, that
looking at-
toilet blow must be half brown at this point.
I mean, it's the one at work, so it's already pretty much done.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
worried about it.
Dude, I there are people that legit just cannot crap at work.
Oh,
Like, they got-
I'm good.
they'll go on break.
I wouldn't nowadays.
But they'll go on break and
I'd
be like,
hover.
I gotta go home. You hover
no.
for what?
To crap.
For what?
Nowadays, I'm not letting anything touch the bowl, the butt.
You think the Rona gonna sneak into your butt?
Show me a story where they say that Corona specifically cannot come up your butt, and then
I
I'll sit down
suddenly
and on
feel
toilet.
So much smarter than I actually am. Just there's a human being like DA. I'm doing
I'm just
fine.
saying.
I'm doing fine.
I think Corona is transmitted through.
Oh, you think? Oh, so where are the studies of Rona
Do
v.
I-
the butt?
That sounds like a court case.
I'm just saying. I'm not getting Corona on. I think because I
Okay,
think.
but even if you hover, it's still in the residual area.
hovering that brings it down to 8%.
So your hovering is a mask. This is a mask for your butt.
It's
hovering.
something. It's something.
DA,
It's not really something.
can you tell me the adequate social distancing distance between your butt cheeks and the toilet bowl?
I may not. That depends on you. Just because, a Latina lady versus you, there's a little bit more, space there.
Yeah, you're ironing board.
Where did this
Your
conversation
straight
go
line.
to?
People use your butt to level. It's a bit different from a big old donkadonk.
Yeah.
There's controls on either side. I'm definitely on one
Yeah,
side of that
exactly.
control.
Your results may vary.
Oh, okay. Well, other little bits of news. Fun little thing. Did you guys see? It came up recently that George R.R. Martin tweeted last year that if he did not finish The Winds of Winter by July 29th, 2020, that fans could imprison him.
I would love to see that court case.
Yeah, yesterday.
You gave consent.
Yeah, you-
Get on in there. Get up in there. Buck on up there.
and you've been quarantining. You have no excuse. You weren't doing shit. Show's over.
Dude, people are getting into a Corona depression where they're just like, their production is going way down.
Yeah.
That's me. I sit there watching VTubers all day. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I
you've
did
gotten kind
nothing
of sad.
but that during my 3-day break. I was like, yay! It's terrible.
So you're
But
that.
at least there you have the excuse of you're waiting on Fairy Tale.
I don't know if that's a legitimate excuse. Like, I feel like VTuber at that, like, once you get to that point where it's just you're that down.
And
it's a hole.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous.
Anytime I see him on the computer, it's just like there's a VTuber, and I'm like, what
It's
is
too
the
late.
appeal?
Chris came up here and was like, "Oh, you." I was like, "I got nothing for you, Chris. I got nothing to say here. Leave me to my demons."
Run while you can.
There are so many things we advise people against. Don't get into mobile game. Don't go into the dark side field hole. Because once you're in, you are in.
VTubers was a mistake.
VTubers sounds like a mistake for you. That's not my bag, so I'm not gonna. The Rona depression hits so in hard.
Yeah,
There are people that are just like, I gotta get out of the house. There's people I gotta get out of the house. There's people that are like, I have so much free time now. I'm not doing nothing with it, and I won't do anything with it tomorrow. You'll just look.
I wish I was one of those people that just had like 4 months off. I would have learned Japanese by now.
Nah, I don't know if you would have.
I definitely would have, because I'm like, I want, because freaking Eric ain't doing nothing. Think about unlimited free time.
Okay, here's
at
the
a
thing.
certain point, you run out of stuff to do.
He's refining his art because he wants to start doing commissions and selling. I told my brother, okay, so he was going to a college for art. That's how good of an artist he is. He was getting scholarships and everything. I'm like, just do commissions for furries and you set for life. He's like, I don't know if I want to be touching that whole. Do it.
Do it.
That's what I've been telling a friend of Amber and I in my YouTube studio, that she actually already does commissions. She's making actually a good amount off it, but there's untapped potential in furry art.
Yeah,
if you
furries.
do one piece of furry art, they all know you, all of them.
That's all it takes.
But yeah, he's not
Throw up
doing
a Patreon.
He's not doing art 24/7. He's doing art an hour a day, and the rest he's sitting there looking at a off TV,
watching Community again.
Is your brother Arrow? Did we just?
What?
Oh no, nothing's that bad,
Bruh.
He said he was looking at an off TV. That's step one.
He did that. I went downstairs. It was off TV. I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Nothing."
That's the start.
Bruh, it's over for him.
Next, he starts watching Little Einsteins, and then you gotta.
He needs to find a job. He needs to find a job right now. Just something temporary till his job open back up. Because you can't be just staring at a TV and somebody asking you, just go nothing.
So that's what I'm saying.
You know
that's
what?
when you learn.
When you know, it's when he asks to hold your orchestration job doll. That's when you know.
Yeah,
there's several things wrong with that sentence, and we go slide right on over here.
Extreme fatigue being one of them.
That's another thing. A lot of people have been saying, I want to get into streaming. This is the perfect time to get into streaming.
Yeah.
This is the perfect time to start content for a YouTube channel.
Yeah, the VTubers that I follow just like, numbers exploded around for these like 6 months.
Nobody's doing anything. Home. Yeah,
I wouldn't have found these muffs if not for all this sitting around doing nothing. Don't
Chainsaw Man is pretty good. That's just a weird like side thing. But yeah, Chainsaw Man is pretty good. Shrug shoulders.
I don't know what that is.
It's a manga.
I've read a chapter or two.
Seeing something about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Shonen Jump, I believe, right?
Yep, correct. All on the app, $2. Even though they increased the prices like some $2.35. You think I don't see you? I get it. The Taco Bell discussion.
You literally lambasted me for years over this.
Because you fought it.
Yes. Who else would?
You're not a hero for going, hey, you raised the Crunch Wrap Supreme a penny. And I see y'all.
Yes, because why would you raise it a penny? They're testing the market to see if they can get away with price raising, and nobody's going to raise a stink. So I had to raise a stink going, I see what you doing.
To some person that's just...
Yeah, no. I I'm speaking to somebody who just does not care, who has no involvement in this. But I'm saying, like, hey, there's somebody, just in case it's the person that's just like, sir, they turn to the camera like, Mr. Taco Bell, we got one.
Like they turn all the cameras to you, like, oh, this is the one.
Yes, somebody's making it say, like, and they go to the meeting like, any new business or whatever with like, because we used to have like weekly meetings at Burger King, and maybe there's something
for what? The next episode.
But yeah, maybe they bring that up in the meeting, like, hey, somebody figured it out. They just go, ah, silly boy, and then they just go, Mr. President. You know,
No,
I couldn't let it happen.
you did. It happened anyway.
Yeah, but I wanted it to be known that there was somebody out there willing to speak the truth.
So, how much have you been protesting for Black Lives Matter?
I am a silent supporter.
News tonight at 11.
But you were super vocal about that penny, huh?
Yep.
News tonight at 11. A lone man is protesting in front of a local Detroit Taco Bell.
Do you think that Detroit has Taco Bells, Mike? Them boys go.
We had one and it burned down.
I'd be 600 pounds.
Legit.
It was within walking distance.
Legit, it was like 9 blocks from our house.
Ooh.
I would be 600.
Yeah,
easy.
I would be so fat. No joke. I'd be up there all the time.
Wait, so the one we went to at Yoma closed?
That's like Roseville or something. Or Warren.
All right.
There are 3 in Detroit, Michigan.
Are they in Detroit or are they like
Detroit
hey,
adjacent.
we're in Ann Arbor, we're in Detroit. No, you ain't.
So we got 1 at
Greenfield and 8
Livernois.
Mile.
Livernois. We got 1 at.
See, Livernois runs into Warren though.
West McNicholas and McNichols. Oh, sorry, 2. Oh, sorry, Dearborn. But yeah, 2. If you Google Taco Bell, Detroit, Michigan,
That's all on the west, and that's literally Warren / Dearborn / Royal Oak adjacent.
Doesn't count.
Grosse Point. You're basically giving me Grosse Point.
Do you think that matters?
You
to
are
him?
saying
You're just speaking. You're just saying words.
exactly.
That's like if Mike went in to talk about like, fucking random areas around his home.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know.
I would know white bread.
Coronaville.
Yeah.
Bar Town.
I could say it's,
Barton.
it's over by Chillicothe. You have no idea where that fucking is.
It sounds like coffee, and that's white people. So,
all right.
to this day, have never had Starbucks.
You're not missing much.
The s'mores frappuccino is delicious. Amazing.
You like
Love
everything s'mores though, so that means
Because
nothing.
everything s'mores is delicious.
Not everything.
Most things.
Okay.
Most things s'mores.
You did-
95% of s'mores stuff is delicious.
I tell you, I walked into Starbucks one time, and they were super busy. It was like 13 people. It was at the red stand, so it's like 13 people. So it's technically a line. So one of the register people was like, "Okay, so what are you getting?" So by the time you get up there, it's in your hand. I'm like, I'm just looking, and I looked for 40 seconds, and then I turned around and left.
They got some good stuff. I don't like coffee, but I like sweet stuff. And I'll get like they got like cookie crunch crap, and
I love coffee. I love mocha stuff. I'll buy their I'll buy a cold brew in a second. I love coffee stuff. Then Starbucks, nah, I'm good. Thank you.
They're not that good.
Stay away from everything in Florida versus
Stay away from Florida.
that
Go
crap
like that.
pile. Every day.
So the other 2 small.
we're having a Corona party, and we got Corona. What?
Yeah.
What? I'm dead.
How did
How?
that happen? You mean if we all don't wear a mask and party together, that some of us might actually catch this thing?
That's the point.
Are you telling me that scientists and doctors were correct?
No.
This cannot be.
Well, no,
We know better. America knows better.
They were trying to win some money, and they won it, and also died.
That is the literal definition of play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yep.
You won the prize with your death.
Mm-hmm.
Put a down payment on that funeral.
If only they would go just a bit faster.
So last two things that I have, which I was going to mention this earlier because we were talking about just things to do during the quarantine or just shit to get you out of your funk. For a lot of people, a couple weeks ago, it was Henry Cavill building a PC.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the dude that plays James Sunderland. I know what you're talking about versus. What an idiot. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Man, that's all for the Henry Cavill thing. It's just he built a very, like, I think it was a $6,000 PC. It was like, damn.
Yeah, he went nuts. So, and then he had his temperature thing upside down and he went, oh. Had to take it apart and fix that.
It happens. What did I do? Oh, the very first PC that I built, I get everything in there, everything's all set up. My motherboard was faulty. So I had to take everything back out, send the motherboard back. It was just like...
Same thing happened when I helped Brittany build her PC. The power supply was messed up. So everything was good, but we hit that switch and it went vroom, and then just nothing ever again.
Mm-hmm.
She was so sad. She was so sad face.
It sucks. You spend all that time putting it together, and you're just like, yes, it's done.
Click. No, we ain't.
Yeah, for mine,
through no fault of your own. I can understand if it was a mistake you did. Through no fault of your own. That's fake. It's gotta be.
What's fake?
Pinocchio trailer.
Ooh. I don't know how I feel about that light. I'm guessing.
Oh Jesus! You want to talk about hideous looking? You talked about Alita Battle Angel and her freaking eyes. This looks horrendous.
Say it's fake.
This is so creepy. I hope it's a horror movie. I hope at the end it's just like Blumhouse Productions.
But we already had that horror Pinocchio.
That was horrible.
It was really bad.
All right, so
what was it even called?
Pinocchio. That's what it sounds like. Freaking.
All right, I'm looking this up now. Now you got me.
Pinocchio's Revenge.
Oh my.
Oh. I mean, that's like name number 2. If you were to like think of
it
names.
was horrible. And spoilers for the movie because nobody ever needs to see this. It was just a kid. It was just a kid going crazy.
Even Pinocchio.
The one time you get to see Pinocchio actually kill, the mother had bumped her head or something, so they thought the kid was Pinocchio. And then I think they threw him into the table or something. And then they looked over, it was just their son.
Oh.
I hope you guys never watch that movie ever.
No plans.
And I hope you look forward to Bad Movie Day.
Oh, yes.
Geostorm, baby.
That has been a long time coming.
Yeah. Y'all kept trying to duck the Geostorm. It's gotta happen.
I would never.
Was
okay, I never tried to duck it. I always voted for it.
Yeah, they were voting for like the last Airbender, those bums. That movie was fine.
Movie was trash.
No. We've seen trash. We've seen trash. That is not the tier of trash.
Almost at the level of I, Frankenstein.
Impossible.
It is almost at the same damn level.
Impossible. You clearly did not watch I, Frankenstein enough. You were not paying enough attention.
I paid very close attention.
Do you not remember him getting pushed through buildings and that like camera panning behind?
Yes.
Terrible. Do you not remember these things?
I remember these things.
My father's son, Frankenstein Lightning.
Yes.
Do you not remember this?
I do. I remember the terrible lab. Yes, Amber, the terrible outfits. the terrible set designs.
Oh my
all of it.
goodness, she was a scientist in like thigh-high boots. What are you doing? That movie is magic.
Yeah, Last Airbender is essentially almost as bad.
Of all the bad movies we've watched, The Last Airbender is probably the best.
Not even close.
Fantastic Four?
Is The Last Airbender better than? I think it might be.
It ain't no might be. Cats?
No, Cats is not even on the level of bad movies. Cats is.
I Frankenstein. What else did we watch? I gotta go through the list.
Fantastic Four, I Frankenstein, and Cat. At least what that we've all watched. I
Yes.
think that's it.
Could have sworn. No, we had a bad movie day before then, and it wasn't Fan Four Stick, because Fan Four Stick was with.
It was with I
Is
Frankenstein.
that all we watched?
Oh,
think
we
so.
watched
Pretty
that
sure.
animated movie that Kelly suggested.
Oh yeah, that was terrible. But we watched
Yes.
something else with that too.
We started watching Ralph's suggestion, but it was just like a dumb teen
Yeah,
movie.
get that out of here. He just wanted to make fun of Mike, and we do that on our regular anyway.
Yeah, true.
You should have been there for Cats. It was the best.
It was not the best.
It was the
Cats
best.
was so fun.
Cats was not fun. I sat there dumbfounded for the entire movie.
Exactly. I forgot all about the punch sound effect in Fan Four Stick.
No, it was a
Where he
headbutt.
punched Dr. Doom.
Thunk.
Oh yeah, that and the headbutt.
Oh, it was so good. Can't be all we watched. Where's Dropbox?
All we watched.
I refuse to believe.
Well, while you're doing that, little bits of news. G4 is coming back.
Yeah, no,
we
it
don't
ain't.
know
No, it
in
ain't.
what prospect is coming
Yeah.
back,
No, it
but
ain't.
Still unexpected in any capacity.
I like the tweet from I think Morgan Webb, and she said, "I'm surprised that somebody remembers the Twitter password."
Yeah.
Yep, that was Morgan.
Yeah, that was great.
G4 is not coming back because all the people have moved on.
It don't mean that you got to get the same people back.
Yeah.
You get whoever you want.
Then it's not G4, it's something else.
No, it's a network. It's
Are they going to do
shows.
Arena? Are they going to do Cold Monkeys? Are they going to do Cheats? Are they going to do Judgment Day? Are they going to do
Sure,
X-Play?
just
Are
get
they going to
other
do
people in
Attack of the
there.
Show? If they don't get these things, then it's not.
Just get other people in there. Oh, don't you remember how many hosts came and went through 106 in Park?
That was my
always
first analogy.
106 in Park. It was always that.
It wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
It really wasn't. Once AJ and Free left, it was just like, oh, y'all still doing this?
So, last two things I got are two game announcement things. One of them, Nintendo had a mini direct, which the last time they had a mini direct, it was kind of like a normal direct. So I was like, oh, okay, so this should be like 20 minutes of footage. It was 7.
Oof.
And there
Oh,
wasn't
yeah, the mini direct.
really a whole lot. There was some DLC for Cadence of Hyrule. But the big announcements, which has... It's like a limited audience like really cared about it, but I would still consider them big announcements, was the remake of Shin Megami Tensei 3 and the announcement of, I believe it's 5 or 6?
5.
5 of a new entry into the Shin Megami Tensei game series, Shin Megami Tensei 5. Cinematic trailer, so like not a whole lot shown there, but that
I'm happy for the people that appeals to.
Yeah. Like that series has a fan base, and they are no doubt happy. The other thing was Xbox had their game showcase of a bunch of different games that are going to be coming out for the Series X. Just kind of going through it. They showed off Halo Infinite, which two things I liked about it. As soon as they got to the gameplay and they opened up the map and showed that it was a wide open area where you could just choose which objectives you want to do, I'm like, all right, that's awesome. Opened up the world a little bit. It's not as linear. I like it. And I really like the grapple hook. In Apex Legends, my favorite character to play as is Pathfinder, which his special ability is you can just grapple hook all over the damn place and like attack on Titan your way around shit. If it has remotely similar physics to the Halo Infinite has to Pathfinder, I'm gonna be a happy camper. So we got that. Phantasy Star 2 New Genesis. That's another game series that has a fan base. New State of Decay. Outer Worlds.
Can I pause you for 1 second, Mike?
Go ahead.
Y'all bums refuse to watch these actual bad movies. I uploaded the Emoji Movie too.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
I have no interest in watching that.
Exactly. That's the point.
All right.
Nah, I'm good with that.
DLC.
The bye-bye, man. What are y'all doing?
The what?
The bye-bye man.
The bye-bye man. I thought you said the Bible man, which I believe is a Christian superhero.
Oh. It would be better than the bye-bye man. I forgot all these terrible movies. Okay. Oh, this is fantastic. It's all in, oh, this is fantastic.
Obsidian in the Xbox Showcase announced a new fantasy RPG set in the Pillars of Eternity world. They have Grounded, which had my favorite, just in general, trailer that I've seen in recent history. It's the it's a survival game where you're like shrunk down to the size of like ants and stuff. And just my favorite line of that trailer is like, "Are you prepared for the biggest video game release of the year? Well, you better wait for Cyberpunk." This game, however,
I respect that.
It was just like they very tongue in cheek in the whole trailer, and I really enjoyed it. The Medium, which as far as just like the concept of the game looks pretty interesting, horror type game where you can shift between these two worlds that are basically running at the same time. It felt like a BG game. I don't know if that's true or not.
What was it?
The Medium.
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Everwild, which is a game by Rare Games, and very Avatar Airbender feel as far as just the vibe of that world. I'm very interested in that game. And then the surprise, air quotes surprise announcement, even though Microsoft renewed the IP like a week before, a new Fable game is in production, not by Peter Molyneux, so maybe we won't have 8,000 undelivered promises.
I mean, it might not even be Fable 4. It might just be a reboot of Fable as a whole.
Yeah. We don't. It's just Fable. We don't know anything else about it, and it was a cinematic trailer, so there's no gameplay whatsoever. But yeah, there are so many things that Peter Molyneux would just do to talk up his games, lie about stuff that was coming. I remember specifically, it was either Fable 2 or 3, where he's just like, all of the leaves on the tree were animated by hand. Thousands of them. It's like, okay. The gameplay, though.
What did that do?
Yeah. How does that affect the gameplay? You see, they were animated by hand. It's like, I don't care. Was it 2 or 3 where you had a dog? I think it was 3.
I remember 3. You had to like build your kingdom.
Yeah.
And I am very much a fan of build your kingdom games. I really like Kuni 2 for it. Other people don't, but I really like build your kingdom games. Really like the Nelky and the Alchemist game. Like I like build your town stuff.
Mm-hmm. And in a way, you could kind of do that in the other Fable games. If you decided to go on a murder hobo rampage through all the towns, you could just buy all the buildings. As long as you killed their owners. That is all the news that I had.
Wunderbar.
Anything that you guys were particularly one? Did you guys watch the Xbox announcement or any games that stuck out?
Yes,
to
I
you?
did. Halo looked terrible, and I don't mean gameplay wise. I mean the look of it. It looked terrible. Like when they were far away, it looked pretty good. I was only watching through my phone though, but it was noticeably awful when they stood next to a rock. I was just like, "This ain't it, Chief."
Ah,
But they also announced today that the multiplayer is free to play and 120 frames. So I guess they were going more for the feel of it rather than the look, which I'm fine with.
mm-hmm. And well, I guess it's coming out. I don't know what build that was. You know.
Few weeks old. That's what they said.
Okay.
Why would they show that?
Well, they had no choice. When are they gonna do it?
Yeah. I will say the character models and stuff look great.
It was just the texture on the rock where I was just like, ugh.
Yeah.
And plus, companies want to put this stuff out as quickly as possible so that hype train can start. Just like with Marvel Infinite. Don't forget in Chun-Li's face. They had to put out a whole PR statement on it.
Mm-hmm.
It was that bad. So never forget. They gotta get that hype train. Let's go. Get excited for this, you monkeys. Give me your monies.
Yep. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here waiting for an actual Nintendo Direct with actual
Yawn. Eyes rolled.
Give me Breath of the Wild 2. Give me Metroid Prime 4. Give me Bayonetta
It's so
3.
sad that that Direct and the Shin Megami games got so many dislikes just because people thought it was going to be something different. Where they're just like, it's a mini Direct, it's a third party showcase. Don't expect nothing. So we should expect everything? No. Okay, we will.
Yeah.
And then they got mad.
It didn't help. Like I said, the precedent was bad too with the last air quotes mini Direct being 20 minutes. But yes,
But wasn't that a mini Direct for their stuff?
I would have to go back and look.
Mm-hmm.
I believe no, they announced Paper Mario separately, which I didn't mention that's been getting pretty good reviews.
Yeah, people like it.
All right. Unless anybody else has anything to say, I think we can wrap this podcast up.
Oh, there's a fighting game community, not community, but the fighting game showcase of like a bunch of Japanese devs talking right now, showing off some new stuff for the games they got out and some new games coming out. Yep, basically it.
Okay.
They're not gonna do the rollback net code, so stop crying about it. But please keep crying about it, because dude, Japanese games, their online is horrendous. Fighters horrendous.
Okay. One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 had DLC put out, Whole Cake Island pack, and it was Cracker, Smoothie, and Judge, and they're all really good. Big Juice Lady is probably one of the best characters in the game, and it's weird. They data mined the other 6 characters, and you got the Supernova pack of Oru's Killer and X Drake, and then you got the Wano Kuni batch of Okiku, Kinemon, and Kanzuki Odin.
Lord Odin.
They get them in there. I was just like, that's money. You got me. You got what?
I said this on Twitter the other day. Odin has legit become one of my favorite manga characters of all time.
He's like top 10. Easy.
14 chapters.
Yes, it's ridiculous. He's big money.
And I've said if people don't care about spoilers and it's ever like show me one chapter of One Piece, 971. It's so perfect. It's a setup. It's him being completely awesome, and it's a cliffhanger. They explain everything that's going on around the city in that chapter, everything going on with Odin in that chapter, why people hate him, why people want him dead, him doing something completely awesome, and the Orochi's backstory and everything in that one chapter. Read that one chapter if you ever want to go, what is One Piece?
15 facts about Bleach.
15 facts about Bleach.
I will say though, going just real quick on that rollback, there's been like a team of dudes who have been working on basically like a perfected melee for the longest time, and they very recently released a new online mode that has rollback, and apparently people are really, really, really liking it.
Yeah, they're loving it. There's a lot of PC people that have used something called Parsec, which is like think remote play, but a lot better.
It's direct cloud gaming is what it is.
Mm-hmm. And people are trying to integrate actual netcode into what they're doing, so these games that don't have it actually get it.
Interesting.
So yeah, right. PC is doing a lot of big stuff, and I don't care.
So 15.
Dude, if the Atelier games do not go on sale, oh my Jesus. Terrible.
TA's just like, please, I just want these facts.
Yes, go ahead.
13. Lucky number 13.
I'm gonna pick 8. We should start doing that. 2 people pick, and then DA picks the best one.
There we go.
The better of the 2.
Yeah. I like that. Orihime said Kurosaki-kun roughly 800 times throughout the whole anime. She said the word kun roughly 1,000 times.
You blacks.
Wow.
Hey, what's Chad over there? What is he? Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay. Thank you everybody for tuning into this episode of the Podcast of Stuff.
I'm black. I'm allowed to say that.
Sure.
We get away with so much.
Dude, black people get away with so much.
Later.
All right. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We will see you in roughly 2 weeks. Bye-bye now.